to Cat Chat. If this is your first time watching, this is our almost 100th episode.
Wow.
Andy behind the camera.
Hi, Andy.
Andy, how many episodes is this?
I think it was 89.
89.
Getting close.
All right, and that's why we start out the show as if you've always been watching. All right, but I'm Wendy Morato, and this is Debbie Andre. I'm the founder and executive director of both Kitten Crazy and Quick Fix, our low-cost spay, neuter, and wellness clinic and cat shelter. Debbie runs the cat shelter side of things for us and does a phenomenal job. It's a volunteer organization. Everybody that you see walking around here is volunteer, except for Debbie. And they're very dedicated. Without them, we cannot exist. So we always thank them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So anybody that you see just walking around is just volunteering their time. We love for you to consider volunteering. There is no criteria to it other than you have a couple of training days, and then you make your own hours. There's nothing mandatory. You have to be here, this, that, the other thing. You know, if you want to come a half an hour a month, that's fine. Just as long as you are trained, because protocols keep them safe, and the efficiencies are there for a reason. Children 8 and up are allowed to come as long as they are accompanied by a parent.
I think you had a hiss.
I have a hiss.
Yes.
Yes, I was hissing about it earlier.
Yes.
Yes, well, we know about the situation. All right. So Pretty Boy, he's just going to hang out with us because he's such a nice guy. He is up for adoption, but we'll talk about him in a second. I do want to say to the person or people who left cats at our door last week, and today is October 24th. So last Thursday, someone left a carrier full of cats and one in a litter box, a litter bucket with the lid closed, who passed away. And the rest had to be euthanized for having a very, very deadly and contagious disease, panleukopenia, which we talk about. You could have infected every cat on our premises by dumping them off like that. It did come with a note. It was, please help, please, 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 please. About that big of a note. There was probably 8 pleases in it.
Yes, there was.
Please does not get you in the door, folks. This could have killed all of these cats. It made them extraordinarily ill. It would have cost us thousands of dollars to treat them. We would have had to close our doors if we didn't have strong protocols, which we do. But my weekend was spent watching cats die and taking the rest to a veterinarian to have euthanized because they were going to die anyway. They were suffering. Shame on you. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to the volunteers. I'm watching out for the health and welfare of this whole organization and staff and volunteers. It was devastating to me to have to do that. And I don't ask my volunteers or my staff to do such a hard thing. I do it myself because it is difficult to see those cats get put down that are not quite sick yet and running and playing. There was a mom and 5 babies, 2 different ages. So this cat, and probably was pregnant again. So enough of that.
Well, that just shows you how important it is to come over to Quick Fix and get your cat fixed and spayed.
And vaccinated.
And vaccinated.
Vaccines will completely eradicate this. In the fact that more and more people are vaccinating for, cats, they're not seeing her as nearly as much, because I read a lot of magazines and vet things.
Keep you updated.
Panleuk is diminishing because of vaccinations. It is primarily a kitten killer. Unvaccinated kittens have no chance. They're just gone. They're playing one day, they're dead the next.
And it's
literally.
It's not like they don't feel anything. They get sick, correct?
They do get sick
suffer.
and they suffer, and they can't move. They get a type of lethargy, almost to paralysis, almost. I mean, it's very hard to watch them go down. And yes, it will be that day or the next day at the latest, but they're suffering, so they have to be euthanized. There's no treatment, there's no test for it. You can't know it's coming. It just hits them that fast. And it is such a viral virus that it will stay in your environment for up to a year, if not properly killed. Bleach diluted 32-to-1 will kill that virus in 10 minutes. So you got to leave it on there. You got to spray, 32 parts water to 1 part bleach.
Right.
So not the other way around. So basically take 32 ounces of water, put 1 ounce of bleach in it, and that will kill everything.
It'll kill surfaces.
Yeah, it'll kill ringworm, it'll kill parvo. For puppies, it'll kill panluke, which is a very, very close cousin to parvo. In cats, that's panluke. In dogs, it's parvo. It's virtually the same virus. It's very close. It responds the same way. It attacks the lower intestines. It causes severe diarrhea. That diarrhea causes dehydration, and that's what cats die. The kittens, they die from the dehydration. It just takes everything out of them, and it lowers the white blood count to the point where they have 0 white blood cells, and then they're gone. It's just that fast.
So, at Quick Fix, how much is it to get a vaccination?
$15.
That's it? And
That
you could
is
be
it.
saving a cat's life or a dog's life?
Kittens need a series of vaccinations
Right.
because their mother's milk has antibodies in it that's killing off the vaccine. So then, from the time that kitten stops nursing on the mom, you need at least 8 weeks for the mom's immunity to die off and for the kitten's own immunity to take over. So you can start vaccinating kittens, which you want to do, but then that mom's milk is going to kill it off. That's why you have to get those boosters in, because you don't know, no vet knows when mom's milk stops working and vaccines pick up. So every month until they're 4 months old, they need a vaccination. And if you're letting your kittens nurse at 3.5 months old, you need to keep going, because that mom's milk is potentially, killing that vaccine off.
They need basically 3 vaccinations.
Sometimes 4.
So even with 4, we're still talking just $50, $60 to save your cat's life.
Yeah, her kitten,
Your kitten's life.
And even
other
then,
cats around that, if that cat has it. So.
And even then, we're not saying that your cat will never get it.
No.
What we're saying is we're putting the antibodies in to fight it. And the more antibodies that we're getting in there, the stronger the cat will be to fight that vaccine, to fight that disease rather. Even though you're still probably going to have to go get some vet care. That cat's going to get dehydrated, you're going to need fluids. If you don't know how to give subcutaneous fluids under the skin, your cat cannot drink enough to stay hydrated with a lot of diseases that, kidney failure and panluke and coccidia and giardia and all those things that we talk about that cause diarrhea. When they have that diarrhea, or if they're throwing up and diarrhea, which panluke, they throw up and have diarrhea, that's just every liquid coming out of them. They cannot drink enough, and they don't feel good enough to drink anyway.
Right.
They cannot drink enough to get that in. You have to be pumping fluids in in order to save their life. And if you can get them through the hump, which is 1 to 3 or 4 days, you can get them up and over that hump, and they survive that, poof, they'll come right out of it. We've seen it, and we've seen it, and we've seen it. We have saved the lives of cats that have had panluke. And in a shelter environment, it's just going to appear. Ringworm's just going to appear. I mean, we just take in so many cats that things are harboring in that we didn't see. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what they have. But when somebody dumps a sick cat at our door, and that sick cat could have caused an epidemic. Okay, so here's the protocol that we have. The protocol that we have is if you're going to dump at Kitten Crazy, we're going to call the SPCA, we're going to have the animal control officer come out, because it is illegal for anyone to dump anywhere, including a shelter. So we're going to leave the cats where they are. We're going to call the animal control officer. The animal control officer will come out, take photos if necessary of the condition that the cats were left in, and they will take the cats, because that is their mission. That is their mission. They will take the cats, and they will do whatever they do with the cats, but they will look to prosecute as if they can. There was a name on the carrier, but it was the cat's name.
Oh.
But I'm not going to divulge it because at this point, it's too far gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to let the animal control officer and the SPCA, Medina County SPCA, the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. That was cruel. This is Pretty Boy. He wasn't doing well when he got here.
No.
He did not make the transition to kitten crazy well. And sometimes they don't. When the older they are and the more solitary life that they live, I feel like sometimes that they're the only cat in the house. They've never seen other cats before. They think they're the only one alive that's a cat. So Pretty Boy, didn't his dad or parent die?
No, I'm not 100% sure. This was
that was the situation. And so he got turned in. He's a little older boy. So sometimes they act as though, because sometimes I put words in their mouth, but that's not what they say. It's just what I think they would say. I'm not a psychic. I don't believe in all that stuff. I believe in God. And he has things that they naturally do. That's, that's called instinct. And natural behaviors. But this guy, they act like they didn't even know another cat existed in the world, and everything is fearful. And he stopped eating. When they stop eating like that, that can cause a condition called hepatic lipidosis, which shuts down the liver and will kill them. That's why you don't put a cat on a diet and restrict food so much. Well, he's beautiful. He has a blue and a green eye. I don't know if you can zoom in, Andy, and see that. Oh, he's gonna, yes, I know, you poor baby. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to see in him because his eyes are dilated right now because he's nervous and scared. So here, come here. He wants to be held like this. Okay, come here, Boo Boosh. Okay, he just wants to be comforted. Okay, so there you have it. So he is a cuddler. He likes to be held. He likes to be held, in a way that he feels safe. Okay, and he's just going to just enjoy this now. He said, I didn't want to see out there, which is very unusual cat behavior. They usually want to see everything going on. He is much happier being coddled like a baby. Yeah, did you want to see out there? Oh, he's much more relaxed this way. Hi, sweetie. We thought he came in to Quick Fix. That's what it was. He came in to Quick Fix. Yeah, he had a bloody eye. Yeah, and it's green now. Did it go from blue to green? Okay, you're ready. And we were sure that we've seen him before because of his nose. Can he go on the floor?
Sure.
Here you go, Boo Boo. Here you go. His name is Pretty Boy. And boy, is he ever. He's pretty. He's a Siamese mix. Well, he could be a snowshoe. I'd call him probably a snowshoe Siamese mix. But his transition was a little harder.
Now I have to say, everybody said that he looked familiar, and I went on the web pages, I went on Facebook.
Which web pages? So if people are lost or found a cat.
Lost Paws, I believe
Paw
it is.
Boost.
Paw Boost. And I did a bunch on Facebook. On Facebook, they have Medina Lost Cats. I did Hinckley Lost Cats. I did Akron. I did Cuyahoga County, just to make sure. But I think it was, he kind of looks like our big boy bandit in the face.
Does.
So I think that's what people think it is.
Yeah,
it's like, maybe he is him. So
let me put a shout out here for the Medina County Auditor's Office, Mike Kovac, who is amazing and who emceed our recent spaghetti dinner. Thank you so much, Mike Kovac. He is so involved in so many community events. You should really support Mike Kovac because of that. I mean, his just involvement in the community is so strong. On the auditor's website is a lost and found section for local Medina lost and found pets. So, and they also post our adoptable cats, a couple of them at a time, some for the SPCA. I believe Save Ohio Strays is on there. So they do such, he just makes sure that Everybody has a voice.
He does.
You know.
He's awesome.
He is awesome. So if you've lost or found a cat or dog or ferret or anything,
I saw a turtle on one, so.
What? Turtle.
I saw a turtle on one when I was looking, so.
Yeah, then go on the auditor's website too. But the one that I find that is really, really in your face is Paw Boost. I mean, they are sending me constantly, and they do a phenomenal job of letting us know that an animal was found. They put it out there. Hey, this one was found, so that we can take anything that we print. We do at Quick Fix now have a board for lost and found pets. So just as you walk in, you can see the lost and found pet board, and we'll print off and post anything local that comes through Paw Boost. This is Winter. Oh. And Winter doesn't have a collar on.
Winter has a little reaction to the thing, so we're giving her a week's rest, and then.
And what color is she?
White.
And white cats, or cats with white chins, predominantly white cats, tend to have a reaction to the plastic, which means you don't want to feed them with plastic bowls, especially because the collars that we put on are plastic. We already know there's an allergic reaction to the plastic. So this cat cannot have plastic food bowls. She will get chin acne, she'll have an allergic reaction, and so she has to have 3 kinds. There's 3 other kinds of bowls you can have: glass, ceramic,
or metal.
Metal, stainless steel. Okay.
She's a sweetheart. She's young. She's a cuddler.
Yes, she is.
She's not showing it right now. She fell out of somebody's car. She climbed up to probably get warm, and a friend of yours actually was watching the cat. Fell out of the car. She picked up the cat. Kept the cat to make sure it wasn't this gentleman's cat, and he said, "No, I'm sorry, it wasn't." So she's been here
in a
2
parking
weeks
lot.
In a parking lot at Walmart, and so thank God she didn't get hurt. But she is a sweetheart.
She is
She's
a
not
sweetie.
acting like it right now.
Does she run? She runs this room, right?
Yeah, she wants to play.
Do you want to play?
But she really does. When she's done playing, she loves. She sat with a lady on Saturday.
Yes, you pretty
Saturdays are busy
girl.
days. She sat next to a lady.
You pretty girl.
A young lady here that just came to pet for an hour.
She did?
Yes.
And the lady didn't take her?
No, she was a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
She was a volunteer. So if you're looking for a nice white cat, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. White usually go pretty fast.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
She's going to go fast. So once you see this, call first, because
she might be gone.
She might be gone, but we don't hold cats.
No kittens.
We don't hold kittens.
I will hold an adult cat because
that's been
of the
here
simple,
for a while.
Yeah, it's different with the adult. We cannot hold kittens anymore. It's
Do you
going
want
to
to tell them why?
For self. Well, because if you're emailing somebody and someone else calls, we have 2 or 3 people thinking they're first on the list, and they're not. So we just will not do it anymore. Come to our place. You see a cat on our webpage, you might think it's the cat you want. You come in here and you end up taking another cat home, because the cat picks you. It's not you picking the cat.
A lot of times.
Right.
A lot of times, absolutely. But if you are looking for a specific color cat, we have just about everything.
Over 77 cats right now.
Yeah.
So
that are adoptable.
Adoptable, not
we
here.
have way more than that are not yet ready to go.
Right.
But 77 that are ready to go home.
You were talking about the white cat and the chin. So here's one. I was hoping you'd show everybody what it looks like.
I can't.
Because he's loving the little scratching, I know.
And his name is McLovin.
And he is a lover.
Oh, I just love him. He's a Big Mac. He's a Big Mac lovin'.
Somebody brought him in as a feral.
Look at this cat.
I mean, look at him.
How do you not want to take this cat home? Oh my gosh, I love this cat. I love him. Look at the face, and he's just such a gentle giant.
He is.
He's like a draft horse. In the horse world, he'd be a draft horse. He's just this gentle, big dude that just has a purposeful walk. Every foot goes down because he has to hold himself up. He's just a big dude. A lot of cheek here, which is going down.
Yes.
It is going down. Why is it going down? Because before he was neutered, he was a big breeder. And when they breed a lot, their cheeks fill up and they get real hard and they get real puffy. They get like that. And so I can look in a feral trap a lot of times and say, oh, that's a male for sure, because of the cheeks. And then once they're neutered, those hormones that are sitting in there like that, they'll go down. But he's just a big boy anyway, so he's just going to have this big old head. But his cheeks have gone down a lot since we neutered him. So, but yeah, we're going to look at things about white-haired. He's got an eye draining, and so you'll see it more in the white guys, of course. But we've got two issues going on here, which is we have a redheaded kid who are much more sensitive, like any redheaded kid.
Really?
Absolutely more sensitive to skin conditions and things, just like redheaded kids.
Did not know that.
They get their freckles too, but they get them on their lips. Okay, so as time goes by, they get freckles on their lips. And so you can kind of tell an age, you could kind of age an orange or orange flavored cat a little bit sometimes by the lips. So let's just take a look at his lips. If he has no black dots on his lips, he's young. But if he starts to get some dots on his chin, and they typically do, but he does not. He has some, but let's take a look at his teeth. Is he a young guy? I mean, he could be just like a year old. Hi, McLovins. And we're going to look at his teeth, and he's pretty young. He does not have any lines in his teeth. He has really nice teeth. He's just a big dude, but he's not old because every one of them gets spots.
Right.
They'll start with one black dot and another black dot and another black dot. And then those black dots start to connect, and then their lips turn black, and that's how you tell they're getting pretty old. But this guy is young. He is young.
But he likes to rub on plastic, as you could see.
So he doesn't have a collar on either because he's highly allergic to the collar.
Big boy.
And he's a big boy. We have to connect two of them to make it work. But he had an allergic reaction.
Yes.
So, and then when they have that allergic reaction, we know that they get the chin acne. That collar causes the chin acne too, because just the location of the plastic. They don't wear their food bowl.
Right.
And they're not in it all day. It's just the location of that food bowl while they're eating that causes that chin acne to happen. And it's a secretion of a gland there that makes like a tar-like substance that cakes on there. And if you don't pick that off, it creates a sore, and that sore can get infected. And so it's just a simple thing. You fed the cat out of a plastic bowl. Never feed any cat for any reason out of any plastic, and you don't have this problem. So we have chin acne. So see over here, it's swollen and it hurts him. See, there's a sore right there. Somebody picked up. It's swollen and it hurts. So we put aloe on it.
We've been putting aloe a couple times a day.
Yeah, so basically this whole area is glands, and they're scent glands, and they're meant for when they rub on you like that, when your cat walks around and they rub on you like that. That is because they're putting their scent on you from these glands, and these glands, all their face have scent glands, and they're marking you because they like you. On the back end of the cat, when they spray something, that's another kind of marking. That's marking saying, stay out. This is my territory. I don't want you in here. So the back half of the cat is to say, not happening. It's more of a negative. The front half of the cat is saying, I like you. I like this. This is mine. I like it. Okay. And so we have to be very careful when we pet a new cat that we aren't going front to back, front to back, front to back, because they do send signals that are different in some cats. They don't like being touched past their withers, which is right here in their shoulder blades. So he's had enough of me poking at him, but this is McLovin's fantastic boy. Judy Bartholomew is the head of our fundraising committee and did a phenomenal job at the spaghetti dinner, you and your team. Amazing. And I appreciated that. We've talked, So your newest project is?
Yes, we are going to have a raffle basket every other month. This is going to be our first one, and the basket will be on display. This basket will be on display for the month of November. People can buy raffle tickets for a chance to win the basket.
How do they get?
Tickets will be $1 each, or 6 for $5, or $10 will get you 12 tickets, that sort of thing. The theme, so this is going to be on display at Quick Fix throughout the month of November. Tickets can be purchased either at Quick Fix or here at Kitten Crazy. And the drawing for this basket will be on December 1st, just in time for people who want to get out their snowman collection for the holidays. So that's kind of how it works. And then our next basket will be on display during the month of January with the drawing on February 1st. And that theme is probably going to be a Valentine's theme.
Oh.
So that is why we're trying to tie it in with,
The holidays.
something seasonal appropriate for that holiday.
Love it.
So that's kind of what this is all about. And there's some really neat things in here.
Yes.
There's a cookie jar, ceramic cookie jar from Hallmark. There's a really cute little mug for your cocoa or your tea. There's a little stuffed snowman who's wearing a sweater, a stocking cap, and a scarf. We've got a very pretty glass
collectible
ornament, yes. And then there's a snow globe hidden in the middle. There's a little
cute
dish
little
right
plate
there.
if you can't
Yes.
see it. Oh,
and
it's
then
adorable.
There's a little wrought iron snowman that you can hang up, and there's a battery
Tea
operated
light.
tea light for a little bit of ambiance in your and then there's a night light back here. It's a little bit hidden. There's a snowman night light. So
And this little plaque here that's hanging on
a
here.
little plaque that I can't show you right now, but it's really there.
Because we're not allowed
And-
to crinkle it.
and you'll see it when you come in to Quick Fix.
And the
So
value is?
The value of this basket is $165.
For $5 in tickets, say,
So you
if
could-
everybody bought $5 in tickets, wow, we could raise some funds for these guys, and somebody would win a fabulous basket.
Yeah. So
And
that's-
who made this basket, Judy?
Well, I did. I learned from the best person that I know, Diane, who did all of our fundraiser things for Spaghetti, and so she's been my teacher and given me many
Yes, she's-
suggestions, and so this is my
Yes.
first solo attempt.
Yes, Diane is an
So-
amazing
Yes.
basket maker.
Yeah.
Our baskets are always
So-
sensational at our fundraisers
Yeah.
and stuff. So you did a
So,
great job.
thank you.
And we're going to put this on sale immediately, right? Or is it going on sale November 1st?
November 1st,
Okay,
it will
sorry.
be on display
Okay.
at Quick Fix, and we'll have the tickets available for purchase at that time as well.
So here at Kitten Crazy and there at Quick Fix. Can
Yes.
somebody mail in there, or just you need them to come and purchase the
I
tickets?
think the best thing would be to come in and purchase,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
going to want to tear off.
Yes.
It'll be a 2-part ticket.
Right. We
You'll
want
te-
them to do it themselves.
You'll tear off the ticket. At the time you purchase it, you'll write your name and your phone number. We'll have a fishbowl or something similar. You'll drop the ticket in there, and then we will draw the official winner on the 1st of December.
Perfect.
That's for this basket here.
That's fantastic. Judy, thank you so much for making this basket. I'm going to put tickets in because I
Okay.
love the snowmans.
Yeah,
And I know
me too.
I have a family member that's crazy about snowmen. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. So come in and get your tickets, and thanks for watching the show today.